In the faith that I practice, the Latter-day Saints, we have a canon, if you will, a scripture. It's the Book of Abraham, and in it is a very well used and referred to quote. It is when Abraham was uh, given a vision from our Father in heaven, and in it he saw, and he quotes, um, he was shown the spirits before the world was. And he said that there were many of the noble and great ones, and all kinds of lessons have sprung forth in the church regarding this. Um, but this also brings up, this also comes up in my mind at this time uh, because of a reference from a very beloved uh, Catholic priest friend of mine, and uh, he is talking about the current Pope, Pope Francis, and he's been watching him. Well, the whole Catholic world has been watching him, not just the Catholics, but the whole world itself. And I have watched intently this man, Pope Francis, and when I see his the things that he has brought to face here in these days, and I also look at what the prophet, seer, and revelator of the Latter-day Saint Church, President Thomas S. Monson, and look at what he has brought forth in these days. Uh, I see a certain kind of parallel, if you will, uh, of these leaders trying to direct their, um, as heads of church, they are trying to direct the thinking of the people in their own respective faiths to be more compassionate, to be less prideful and judgmental, but yet to remain firm and steady in their doctrines and their faith. Basically, to be rooted in the divinity and the walk of Jesus Christ. So when I parallel this with the book of Abraham and how Abraham saw many of the noble and great ones among the spirits, I believe that President Monson, the prophets of the church were among them. I believe that the same goes true with the Catholic faith as well as many other faiths. Because to be a noble and great one is to have that gift and that power to influence for the greater good of the people. And to me, and this is doctrine according to Aaron Green. To me, that is to be a noble and great one. To be noble is to have your intentions true, to have your intentions rooted in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. And a great one is somebody who is outstanding, someone who magnifies. And that's interesting with President Monson and also Pope Francis, the Vicar of Christ. These individuals take what Jesus Christ is, was, and will always be, and they magnify it in their very being. They magnify it in how they treat other people, in the programs that they employ. They magnify it in the people around them. They have a way of, they have a power and authority, if you will, of influencing not just leadership, but clear down to the basic membership of their respective faiths. They have a way of influencing them to be compassionate, to come follow me, as the scriptures dictate. And that's a very wonderful gift, to be able to influence people, but to be a noble and great one. And and to just put in one more point on this subject, I believe, that people come forth and are born in their own respective times when the Lord deems it right and purposeful for you to come forth and be born at a particular time because of your spirit, and also because of your valiance that you have proved in the world before here. Your valiance in following Jesus Christ, in standing as a guard against Lucifer and his hosts. And we don't know who all the noble and great ones were, but I think it's very important that when we have contact with people who we can associate as noble and great people, great orators, great oracles of Christ, we need to identify that, and we need to magnify that and extend that to the people that we know and don't know. And so, for me personally, again, this is doctrine according to Aaron. I believe that, President Thomas S. Monson and also the Vicar of Christ, Pope Francis, have come here in this time, have been born in this time, in this place, to help lead a troubled world towards a light. Their coming forth at this time is not a happenstance. It's not an accident or a coincidence. It is a design of our Father in heaven to encourage, to build up his children to come follow his Son Jesus Christ through the means of the noble and great ones, people sent on earth, not necessarily of any one particular faith. They can be true presidents of the world, humanitarians, people that influence. These are noble and great ones. So I would like to hail, all of those who magnify Christ in their hearts and magnify him in their teachings and influence around them. And I just think it is a very wonderful privilege for myself and for all of us, as it should be, to be able to listen to the counsel of these men. Thank you.